Now, many countries look to Taiwan as a model when they want to turn around their trash situation. Taiwan went from a 1% recycling rate in 1998 to a 53% recycling rate in 2017. How did Taiwan go about encouraging its citizens to recycle? Well, Andrew spoke with Nate about the past, present, and future of Taiwan's waste management industry. Nate explains the reasons for Taiwan's success.
The three principles that I understand that made Taiwan the success it is are putting a price on garbage, having a strong regulatory framework to go with that, and having a strong cultural and educational movement, and having all three happen simultaneously.
What do you mean regulatory? What do you mean culture and education? Talk to me like I have no idea what's going on here.
Tell people how to recycle. Make it a crime if they recycle improperly, or at least have a fine for that, and then have some way to use money to build recycling infrastructure. So make waste cost money, tell people to recycle, and then maybe punish people if they don't do it correctly. And you have to do all three at once. Many countries can do one, like the US, for example, can do two, but you have to do all three at once if you really want to be a leader in waste management.
So how does Taiwan compare to like some of the countries in Northern or kind of Western Europe that are also doing pretty well with waste management?
Those countries, many of them, Austria, Germany, France, they all have very high recycling rates, also the Netherlands. But the main difference is that Taiwan actually physically recycles a lot of that trash. So when China banned waste imports, that really affected European countries because they did not have the same domestic recycling infrastructure. Obviously, there are exceptions. There are recycling companies in these countries, but not nearly at the same scale that there is in Taiwan, and not nearly with the same proficiency.
Okay. Let's talk about some of the areas in which Taiwan can actually improve in terms of its waste management.
Sure. So what we talk about a lot is the circular economy, which is another word for zero waste, not sending any garbage to landfill. With Taiwan, though, a lot of its circular economy has been about recycling. Taiwan is hesitant to do projects around sharing, repairing, reuse. There are exceptions. U-Bike is a shining example of a bike share program that's supported at a city level. But in terms of sharing products or buying used clothing or generally repairing objects, Taiwan seems to prefer things new.
Okay, sharing products, like what could I share? We're not talking about sharing televisions, right?
Not televisions, but things like power tools. So a person on average uses a power drill for about 15 minutes a year.
Are you talking about me? I feel
I'm
very
talking
seen.
about myself. I'm talking about just everybody on average, unless obviously you're a craftsman of some sort.
Right.
So there's these things that are set up. There are a few in Taiwan, but this is more popular in Europe to have a library of things. So you can go and rent a drill, or there's apps like in the Netherlands where you can rent a ladder from your neighbor or rent a bucket, and you can have this sharing. People in Taiwan probably do this, obviously, informally, but not at the same level that European countries do.
Okay. So what are some of the things that are happening right now or about to happen in Taiwan in terms of waste management that you're quite excited about?
I think that the straw ban was a really good idea.
Plastic straw ban,
The plastic
right?
straw ban, that's correct. And also the plastic bag ban for Taipei City. Taiwan has set itself up fundamentally so well that when they banned plastic bags, they had an easy alternative, which is that if you needed a plastic bag, you could get a garbage bag. And few things environmentally beat a plastic bag reused twice.
Okay. Any other things that's happening in Taiwan in terms of waste management that's got you excited right now? Or in the next, let's say in the next couple of years that you think will happen?
What's really exciting is that major fashion brands, Adidas, Nike, H&M, Zara, are all committing to use sustainable textiles. And Taiwan has a 95% collection rate for plastic bottles. Taiwan is a key player in functional fabrics for textiles. And so Taiwan is very well positioned to create sustainable plastic textiles out of recycled bottles.
So we're seeing things like shoes that are made from recycled plastic bottles.
Shoes that are made from ocean trash, World Cup jerseys that are made out of ocean trash. There was a Taiwanese company behind that. I think as big brands continue to demand for recycled content, they're going to be able to find that in Taiwan.